Your EBT will likely be replaced for the low-income and fixed-income beneficiaries, encompassing over 42 million people that do rely on the SNAP program, otherwise known as food stamps or Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Now, these benefits are incredibly important, again, especially during a time like right now. It's been really tough out there. However, if you've been watching the videos here on the channel since the beginning of the year, or at least for the last couple months here, you probably heard me talk about all the different bills, packages, proposals, piece of legislation, and all of these other changes that they want to implement to the SNAP program. There's a lot of them that are out there, and I fully expect some of these to be completely added and change this program in a massive way. However, if you do have an EBT card, this is what we're talking about, because late last year, the end of December last year, 2024, I know that was a long time ago now, but at the end of the year, they repealed a provision within this program that was protecting SNAP beneficiaries and the EBT card. So this has been a really bad situation since they canceled that. In other words, they did not reinstate it. But with this new change out there right now and how EBT may be changing in a massive way, in my honest opinion, it's probably a pretty good thing. And they realistically should have done this a whole long time ago, like years and years ago. And in some states around the country, they are already implementing these changes on their own. However, they do want to implement this 100% across the entire country on the national level. And again, in my opinion, this would be a good thing. Even though, I'm going to be fair with you, even though the change would honestly be maybe a little bit annoying, it would maybe take a little bit of time, it would take just a second to get used to, but overall, at the end of the day, it would protect a lot of beneficiaries and your benefits. They're your benefits on your EBT card. Okay, so let's talk about something that is going on. This is still a very regular thing now. It's been going on for years, and honestly, it's getting worse and worse, as well as what they rolled back, again, back in late December. I know that was a long time ago, as far as what they want to do to these cards, the EBT cards, and how they want to change them, again, to protect the beneficiary. Okay, so here's what's happening. Obviously, you probably know about this. Maybe it's happened to you. I really hope not. It hasn't happened to you. But basically what happens is that they have these skimming devices or cloning devices on kiosk machines at the checkout counter at grocery stores. You probably heard about this. They're very popular on like gas pumps, things like that. Anyway, long story short, you swipe your card, you type in your PIN number, and it just harvests all that data, right? So it gets all that data. Well, then somebody can go in there and basically access your card and basically swipe the card and take all the money away from you, okay? I mean, you probably know about this. It's a very common thing. It's been around for a very long time. However, the SNAP program, they're losing millions and millions and millions of dollars every single month because of these things. Well, for a 2-year period of time, from back in October of 2022 through, it was kind of late-ish December of last year, there was a provision in place that said, hey, if this happens, we will use federal dollars to reimburse beneficiaries of the loss, right? So if benefits were wrongly taken from somebody, they could report it to their local office. The local office would then use federal dollars to reimburse the beneficiary the money that was taken from them. Well, that expired again back in December. Well, here's the problem. This continues, as in benefits are still being taken from people through these skimming or cloning devices. And basically what happens is that somebody doesn't know until it's too late, right? You go to use your card and whoa, where'd all my money go? I was supposed to have, X dollars this week or this month or whatever, and then it's gone, okay? It's a really sad situation. And again, millions and millions and millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars are literally being taken every single month. It's nuts to see these numbers behind this. But anyway, here's what they've talked about. And they've been playing with this idea for a while now, and why they haven't implemented yet does not make any sense whatsoever to me. But here's the thing. What they want to do is roll out new secured EBT cards. And again, this is not like a big deal at all. They've done this for years with credit cards and debit cards. It's like standard practice out there. But when it comes to EBT cards, they don't really have any protections within them, unfortunately, so they're very easy for these people that have ill intentions to take the money from the beneficiary through these skimming and cloning devices. Long story short, what they want to do is issue new EBT cards that have the security chip in the end. So like on a credit card or a debit card, rather than the magnetic strip on the back that you swipe it through, it has that security chip. And again, you probably know about this. They're all over the place. They're in like regular like credit cards, debit cards, they're all over the place, except for EBT cards. So what they want to do is just distribute new EBT cards to everybody, all beneficiaries across the entire country with these new cards, okay? Now, one thing that they're concerned about is the cost to do this, which doesn't make any sense to me, because here's the thing. They're literally losing tens of millions of dollars every single month because of this. But if they made the one-time investment of, I don't know, however much this would cost, 50 million, 100 million, 200 million, I don't even know what it would cost. It would not be that much. Let's just say it's $100 million to implement this, which I would think would be a lot of money to do that, but let's just say it's $100 million. Well, guess what? That's less than a year's worth of time as far as people taking benefits. So, I mean, what's the difference, right? I think it would make a lot more sense to update these cards, implement the more secure chips in there or the security measures within them so that people cannot access them as easily and take somebody's rightful benefit, and therefore the beneficiaries are then protected. So there are a couple states out there that are already implementing this on their own. California was the pioneer on this, implementing this and using their own money. Apparently they spent about $50 million of their own dollars to actually implement this and roll out new cards, okay? So I would guess if the state of California spent $50 million, the entire country would probably spend quite a bit more than that. What would it be? Maybe, I don't know, $500 million? I'm not even sure what kind of price tag this would have. But over time, what this would do is it would protect the program in a massive way and the beneficiaries. Now, why this is such a big deal now is because last year, or I should say for 2 years and like 3 months, beneficiaries had protections, federal backing. If somebody had their benefit wrongly taken from them, you just call your local office, hey, my benefits were swiped. Can you get me a reimbursement? They'd maybe ask you to prove some details and show some different history and stuff like that, but then they would reinstate your benefit. Okay, awesome. So we had this federal backing this up and helping the beneficiary in the event that their benefits are wrongly taken. But now, ever since December of last year, we're flying without a net here. We've got no protections whatsoever. If somebody's benefits are wrongly taken from them, sorry, it's about all we can do. Nothing. We can't do anything. If you call your local office and ask them to reinstate them, they're probably going to say, sorry, we don't have federal backing anymore, and they're probably not going to help you out at all, right? They'll maybe give you some suggestions, but that's about it. So anyway, they've been talking about this for a while now. Different lawmakers, senators have been coming out saying, hey, we got to implement these new EBT cards, and realistically, I agree, this would be good. Even though the initial process of rolling out new EBT cards, transitioning to the new ones, honestly, it's kind of annoying, right? It's like getting a new debit card or new credit card. It's kind of not that fun. But eventually, after a short amount of time, doesn't take that long, you get used to it and it's like, oh, this is good. This is way better. So at the end of the day, this would be a much better thing for the beneficiary, even though the initial process of getting the new EBT card would probably be a little bit annoying. In the long term, we would be protected, and that's all that really matters. I mean, seriously. Again, I think the short-term inconvenience would be significantly outweighed by having that protection and knowing that you're probably not going to have your cards swiped. But with the current EBT cards, based on how easily they are swipeable because of just the magnetic strip on them, I mean, that's like the low-hanging fruit. For these people that have these skimming and cloning devices on there and who are intentionally targeting EBT cards, I mean, these are literally the low-hanging fruit because they're so easily accessible for them to take the benefit. So anyway, just be ready. We're probably going to see this implemented at some point, but we know how lawmakers work. They're incredibly slow with everything, right? It takes them forever. They come up with an idea, they have a bill, they have a proposal, they have legislation, and it could take months or it could take years for them to implement it. Well, thankfully, they've been talking about this for a while. Every so often, I do see this come up again. But seriously, especially during a time like now, time is of the essence, right? We've got to do something about this. And ultimately what it does is it protects the beneficiary. Protects the beneficiary in a massive way, you and your money. If you are eligible for EBT, as in SNAP benefits, it's your money. It's your money that are being deposited onto those cards. If somebody else takes that from you, you're likely not getting that back. I'm just going to be honest with you. You're not likely getting that back. And again, if you've experienced this, I really hope nobody here in this community has. Unfortunately, I know that's ignorant of me to say because unfortunately, I know that some of you here in this community have been impacted by this. But this would ultimately be a great thing for the SNAP program. It'd be a great thing for the beneficiaries as you would have that extra layer of protection and your benefits would then be, way more protected for you and somebody can't take them from you. I mean, they could still probably do it somehow, but it wouldn't nearly be as easy at all. So anyway, of course, I'll continue to keep you posted on this as we get more information on it, but just be aware this is likely going to happen. And again, it might be, not like the most pleasant transition, but it'll be good long term for the beneficiary to protect you and your money. So anyway, hope this helps you. Again, as always, if you're turning 65, if you're retiring, if you're moving across county lines or state lines, if you need any help with Medicare, please make sure to call the team of trusted advisors with the phone number there on your screen. They're waiting to talk to you. Again, tons of you here in this community have already called them. A couple thousand of you have already called them, connected with them. They're saving people a boatload of money by looking at your plans. And again, helping individuals with their initial enrollment in a Medicare. And if whatever you need, an Advantage plan, a Part D plan, a Medigap plan, or supplement plan, whatever it happens to be, they will help you out with all of that. It's absolutely incredible and saving a whole bunch of money. And again, they'll find you the best plan with the best coverages at the best price for you and your personal needs. And they'll listen to exactly what you need. So anyway, give them a call. Phone numbers are on your screen. Write it down. Take a picture. Take a screenshot. Whatever you've got to do. And let me ask you a huge favor. Who do you know that is in this situation, who's maybe retiring, turning 65, moving, anything like this, or has a supplement or Medigap plan? Please share that phone number with them. Have them call. It'll save them a ton of time. It'll save them a huge, huge headache by trying to do it themselves. If they can call, again, the trusted advisors will look through the situation and help them out in a massive way. So share that. Again, I truly appreciate it. Just think of a few people, 1, 2, or 3 people that you know personally, friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, anybody like that who would need this information, who is in that situation, again, turning 65, retiring, or has a supplement plan. Share that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Otherwise, if you're new here or if you've not done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. 100% free to do so. Feel free to share the video as well. There's a big share button right down below. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Otherwise, check out the other thousands of videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below in the description. Otherwise, popping up on your screen in just a minute, you'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, until next time, have a nice day. I really hope I can see you again soon in the next video or in the next live stream. Take care, and I'll see you again very soon. See ya.